One of the things that I admire most about Vero is that she is a community maker and a historian of the Mission District. And we're very fortunate to have Vero here to screen 2 clips from her film, Remember Siete. And this work is such a beautiful and profound portrait of the Mission District around the time and the cultural climate of the Siete tribe. And I'm going to let Vero tell you herself, but we're going to move, Tony, if you could help me move the table. We're going to move the table to clear the screen. Y'all are free to take a seat in our audience.
Okay, first of all, I just want to say I came in feeling tired from just personal stuff, the world stuff, but I just want to thank the comrades. I feel kind of healed tonight, so thank you very much. I got notes, inside jokes. So I wanted to mention a film. They mentioned the lawyer Charles Gary. I recommend for people to check out Charles Gary, The People's Lawyer. I think you can get it on YouTube. And then a book by Marjorie Hines called Strictly Ghetto Property. And she was documenting the trial of Los Siete before, during, and after. It's kind of hard to find, but eBay, I got a couple books on eBay. Somebody in here has copies. Donna says she has a whole bunch. So I wanted to start with just saying how I heard about Los Siete. It was a personal way. I have a brother that was 20 years older than me, and in my grandfather's house, they were always speaking about him, not in good ways. He was, he struggled a lot when I got to know about him. He was doing time in San Quentin. So when I would hear, when I was eavesdropping to adults, chisme, it was always about my brother, saying that, the word marihuanero and Los Siete always was mixed together. So I was just so attracted to that. And during my, getting older, becoming an artist, and finding, I also had a step uncle, Ray Aparicio, who was part of Los Siete, organizing, and his nickname was Mono. And when I started doing research for the project of Los Siete, I found these audio tapes, and the guys are talking about, they're at 850 Bryant, but it's just the audio, and they're talking about this guy named Mono who was always getting harassed by cops. And I'm like, wow, I wonder that's my brother. So while I was working on the Siete project, I ran into my brother on the Muni. I only seen him 5 times, and I said, hey, did you have a nickname? And he showed me a handmade tattoo that said Mono on it. So that's my personal connection. So in 2019, it was the 50-year anniversary of Los Siete, and I have been working on this, trying to make something forever. And someone said, it's not poetic to do the 51st anniversary of Los Siete. You gotta do it when it's 50. And I usually do a lot of live storytelling, and I work with media. So Los Siete, Remember Los Siete was a live cinema piece that I did with a live band, and so I narrated live. And then there was footage provided by Ray Barbaran, Media Archives, who in the 70s taught people in the mission how to make their own films and document the Mission District. He also, in the 80s, the cops were messing with lowriders, the culture, so Ray was teaching people how to document the harassment, and it's also this really beautiful footage of street culture in the 80s in the Mission. So I'm not going to do the live performance, so let me see. Also, part of the 50th anniversary, Poder, Oscar Grande, I think is in the house over there, they did a bike tour around the history of Los Siete, what happened in the Mission, and you're thinking of maybe doing that again?
Yes.
Right on, okay. And then Fernando Martí with Yolanda, they did something at Acción Latina, and the name of the event, can you tell me the name of the title of that?
50 Years of Resistance.
50 Years of Resistance. And then, so it was a very ambitious piece that I did, and I just want to say that out loud. So Okay, so what I'm going to show today is what I call the dolly shot. So it's Ray Barberan's footage that I was able to use, and it's footage of him that someone's teaching someone how to use a 16mm camera, and they're on a wheelchair, and it's really beautiful. I fall for it every single time. And working on this project, like I knew that was the first. But I didn't know a lot what I was doing, but I knew that it was the beginning of the piece, the moment I saw the footage. And I was remembering that I tried to apply for a grant, and I just sent a bunch of archival footage, and then their feedback was like, archival, where's the story? And I used that as a prompt to write the dialogue in this piece in the dolly. And the music in it is from Malo, Just Say Goodbye, but it's just the beginning part and it's lute. I'm just saying that because people always ask me. And then